guys, it's Andrea. I'm back with another Sew With Me for the Scrappy Americana flag from Lori Holt. I've got the kit here. I'll link Fat Quarter Shop down below in the description box if you want to get some of this stuff. I am an affiliate for them, so it does help me if you use my link when you're shopping. We're still making blue stars. We've got 3 more colorways to do in that. Let's get started. I can't remember last time. I figured out some way to do them faster and I've already forgot. I think it was make all of them at once. And like a chain piece action Jackson thing. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess I could probably save some time by building these off camera, huh? 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll do that from now on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Of course, these are going to be set to the side. And then the last one, 3, 4, 5. This one. Like that. Okay. Kind of built here. So yeah. Next time I'll build it over here where it's not in my way. I can tell I've gotten rusty. Did I not do this last week? I think I did. There's been too many sews projects between then and now. I've sewed so many videos between last Tuesday and this Tuesday. I mean, a ton. So, I guess I should understand why I don't really remember. This is not the right center. What in the hay? Ooh, glad I caught that. Good news is we should finish all these blue stars in this video. It's been the longest stretch, probably, doing all of these. We'll get to start. I was thinking I was already done with them when I opened my whip box. To my utter disgust, I was not. Did I put one of these in the wrong? Why do I have an extra one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's weird. That's weird. I've been very lazy today. I've been almost no production. I'm thoroughly disgusted with myself. I did go to lunch with Mom, and then we went to Aldi. Then I came home and did more nothing. Then I took Sam to work and picked Stella up, and then I went and got some coffee. That was the highlight of my day. Then Stella and I had a very mid supper. I was not impressed. 2 out of 5. It's so disappointing when you have a disappointing dinner at a restaurant, isn't it? It's just like, man, I picked wrong. Totes picked wrong. So then I came home and did more nothing. And I'm now finally getting in here at like 6:45, I think it is, something like that. Okay, how am I going to press these? I'm going to press them all to the solids. Beverly Hills. Beverly Hills. Press them all to the solids. The next 2 days, Sam has to be at work at 7 in the morning again. Ugh. Which means I have to get up at 6:40 to take him. Or probably 6:30, because now whenever Sam works early, Stella likes to go with. And so I can take her to McDonald's for breakfast. So that's what we'll do. Which means I have to get completely out of my pajamas. To take him to work. Usually I literally roll out of bed and slip my shoes on and stumble out the door and tumble to the kitchen, pour myself a cup of ambition and yawn and stretch and trying to come alive. Jump in the shower and the blood starts pumping. Out on the street, the traffic starts jumping with folks like me on the job from 9 to 5. Working 9 to 5. What a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taken and no giving. They just use your mind and they never give you credit. It's enough to drive you crazy if you want it. 9 to 5 for service and devotion. You would think that I would deserve a fair promotion, want to move ahead, but the boss won't seem to let me. I swear sometimes that man is out to get me. You're in the same boat as a lot of your friends, waiting for the day a ship will come in, but the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll away. Working 9 to 5. I love that movie. I've seen that movie so many times. I watched it on repeat when it came out. I've watched it on HBO at my grandmother's house over and over and over again. Such a good one. Same boat as a lot of your friends, waiting for the day your ship will come in. But the tide's gonna turn and it's all gonna roll away. Working 9 to 5, what a way to make a living, barely getting by. It's all taken and no giving. They just use your mind, and they never give you credit. So now to find you crazy. All right. Oh, yeah. I'm still making my postage stamp quilt over here out of my 1.5-inch scraps. Use it as leaders and endos. It's a never-ending story. Again, I'm going to press to the solids. By that, I mean blocks with no seams. Do y'all remember the Daphne Coleman? Made me think of this and watching movies at my grandmother's. Do y'all remember Modern Problems? I think it was called, with Chevy Chase, Daphne Coleman, a blonde chick. I don't know who she was. Where it was, oh my gosh, so funny. Where Chevy Chase is driving behind like a toxic waste truck, and he gets the toxic waste dumped on him, and he gets magical powers of like telekinesis. It's such a funny movie. That's another one I watched on repeat. And pardon me, boys, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo, track 49? Why don't you give me a sign? That was a movie I used to watch on repeat, and it was, of course, the Chattanooga Choo-Choo Train. It was a comedy, and there was, I think, a bunch of stars in it, but people I didn't really know at that young age. And there was like this football team that was traveling on the Chattanooga Choo-Choo, and like hilarity and mystery ensues. That's all I remember the song, and then the only part I remember about the movie necessarily was what I just told you. And there was a scene where like there was this peeky hole that someone could look through and watch a girl undress or whatever, you know. And they took mascara and bent it and wiped it around the looky hole, so the person who looked through it had a black ring around their eye. That's the only thing I remember distinctly from that movie. And then also the Pirate movie. That was another one that they would play on repeat on HBO that had Christy McNichols or whatever. And the blonde dude that was in, I think it was the blonde dude from that Brooke Shields movie where they're stranded on the island. I've totally gone blank on the name of that movie. I cannot believe I forgot the name of that movie. But I love the Pirate movie. Yeah, him and Brooke Shields were like cousins or something, and they were in a shipwreck. And Blue Lagoon, that's another one I watched many, many times as a kid. Probably should not have been watching any of these films at the age I was watching them, but I think my grandparents were very naive about the HBO and what I was watching on the HBO. Because I would go, a lot of times I'd go watch it in the den instead of the living room, especially if I thought there was going to be a good rated R one on. like used cars. That was one I definitely was rated R and I shouldn't have been watching, but I did gleefully. That was with Kurt Russell. Comedy with a little bit of boob action in it. I remember that much. Where he sold used cars. The premise of that movie was he puts in this advertisement, or someone dubs in those advertisements that he's saying miles of cars to try to get him shut down. And so they have to tow in all these hoopties to make a mile or he's going to get sued for false advertisement. We also watched Howard the Duck a lot because my grandmother actually recorded it for us on Beta. Do y'all remember Beta? It was VHS and then there was Beta was the competition. My grandmother had a Beta. And we watched Howard the Duck. Also should probably not have been watched by children. That was back when there was no PG-13. It was either PG or R. And so it had to be pretty bad to get to R status. And Howard the Duck was would be rated PG-13 today, I'm sure. Because of the sexual innuendos in it. Like her having sex with Howard, this human girl. And there'd be like this little tiny condom. That actually had Leah, the little red-headed curly-haired girl that was in a lot of 80s stuff. I've forgotten her last name. Track 49. Somebody like bought a football team. Maybe this beautiful woman or somebody bought a football team, and their uniforms were purple. I remember that as well. On the Chattanooga Choo Choo. Y'all, please tell me if you remember that movie. I can't be the only one. And that's one of those that never came to the movies or DVD or VHS or anything. So once they were gone, they were gone. I think you might could find some bootleg on YouTube or something. All right, I'm gonna go build the next stars. All right. The pirate movie had that song in it. I am a modern minute of a modern. I don't know the words. I am the very You know that song? I am the very members of a Master General. I'm a I am the very picture of a modern woman. These two together. Track 49, why don't you give me a shine? Pardon me, boys, is that the Chattanooga choo-choo? What we can do here. Too many of those greens. All right, let me cut these apart and press them. Be right back. Here's the first set of stars done. I have quite a bit of cutting to do before next video, because that's putting it all together. We done making our individuals, and we'll start sashings and all that jazz. Oh, that jazz! Why don't you give me a sign? Last row. Yeah, my supper was not good, y'all. We went to this barbecue place and I got a pulled pork sandwich, and that pork was so dry and so tough. It was horrible. And had a big chunk of bone. Luckily, I didn't bite into it. You know, I felt it in there before I hit it with my tooth and pulled it out. We don't have any good barbecue around here. I mean, it's shamefully bad. It's so bad. Man. And Memphis is only like an hour and a half away. You would think some of the good vibes would come, but they don't. It's horrible. I don't know why I even try. I usually don't. Pretty bad. Okay, let me go press all these. I think I remember the words. I am a modern model of a major modern general. Ha ha! That's it, right? I am a major model of a modern major general. Modern model of a major modern general. Modern major general. Press. Oh, that looks perfect. Perfect. So hot. I am a modern model of a, I don't know. I'm gonna have to Google it. the scene they were singing it was like this major, and he had tons of these beautiful daughters, and they're on the beach with these umbrellas and their pantaloon bathing suits, singing and dancing. It was a musical comedy to that song. And Christy McNichols is one of his daughters. Nichols or McNichols, or I don't know, one of those variations thereof. I also remember the movie she made where she went on a ski holiday, but she was disabled in her legs somehow, but she put them in casts like that was just temporary, and so then she found love. That's all I remember from that movie. It wasn't one of my favorites, so I just thought about that with her. Alright, last set. Let me go build these. Okay, and I'm guessing this is extra. I'm going to cut it into a 1.5 inch piece for my scraps. Waste not, want not. A modern model of a major modern general. Major modern general. Stitching on nothing but air. Nothing but air. I'm still liking my book. The Pilgrimage of Harold Fry, or The Unlikely Pilgrimage of Harold Fry. I'm still loving it. Loving it. Y'all gonna be sad to see the stars finished? I'm not. All the stars out tonight. And call you sweetheart. Does your heart feel with pain? Shall I come back again? Tell me, dear, are you lonesome tonight? Sorry we drifted upon the memories fade. Shall I come back again? Are you lonesome tonight? Alright, let me get these pressed. Okay. Okay, Dan. Line. What time we have? 37. I'm making really good time. I wonder if I can start putting them together. No, I can't. I gotta cut sashing first. Alright, let me go press these. Okay. These two together. I like this light, little pops of light blue she put in here. This whole line is just phenomenal to me. The Americana. My favorite one of hers yet. I don't think she could top it, in my opinion. last line. Second verse, same as the first. Entering the eighth I am. 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 Second verse, same as the first. I'm Henry the Eighth, I am. I got married to the widow next door. She'd been married 7 times before, and everyone was an Henry. I'm the eighth old man, I'm Henry. Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry the Eighth, I am. Henry. Married to the widow next door. She'd been married 7 times before, and everyone was an honoree. Oh, that's not gonna do. Oh my gosh. Hallelujah. The stars are done, man. Hallelujah. 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 That's it for today. Stop a little bit early. What do you guys think? Give me a thumbs up if you liked the video. Subscribe if you like to watch Sew With Me's, and I'll see you at the next one.